And we make our way all the way down here for section 10, like the spring sunshine in the middle. Okay, I'll wait for a moment. Alright, it's Brynhildr. I know, Brynhild is... Hey, Akabara, welcome, 30SQ today, indeed. Happy anniversary to FGO. I raise my bottle in toast. All for the inevitable Scotty reveal. Or drop of the Scotty banner, rather. Which I am highly anticipating. Very, very highly. Our big sister from proper human history has awakened. Sisters. Come, my sisters, who all share memories with me. My true sisters who have lived since ancient times. Who never depended on the Queen's magical energy. The Scotty, the paid banner, the command codes... Command codes are this year, right? The CE? Oh, there's a CE? I can't wait for the CE. Anniversary CEs are cool. I seek your counsel. Though our minds are linked, I wish to hear your voices. Uh-huh, I get it. Our big sister's woken up. Shame, I'd hoped she'd just stay asleep forever. But now that she's awake, we need to do something about her. So what should we do? You know, this could be a good opportunity. Yes, you might be right. This can't be happening. Our sister from proper human history should still be sleeping soundly in a safe haven. I just wanted to see something here. Are they all completely different sort of things? Yes, but the fact is that she's awake now, unfortunately. Then we'll need to go greet her. Yes, there's not time to waste. Even if she's from proper human history, she's still our sister. She was the first Valkyrie, the one closest to the gods, and so she's the ultimate Valkyrie. Though we may be demigods, her divine core is much closer to that of a true goddess than ours. We cannot afford for her to side with those humans. Yeah, you're right. We've got to go find her now. We need to save her before it's too late. Having her remain with humans after she fell asleep in blissful ignorance will be cruel. Right, we should go greet her in soon, even if she doesn't wish to see us. If Brynhildr intends to side with humans from proper human history over all Scandinavia, we will need to show her how foolish that would be. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the CE, so I actually want to check that out before I make any hasty judgment calls there, Akabara. Foo! Oh my, you're such an adorable little creature. Fo certainly seems like her. Doesn't mean she's our ally. Maybe she's a heroic spirit without a master, hoping to materialize in this Lostbelt like Beowulf and Billy. Oh, it's a MASH CE. Of course I'm gonna pick Mashu. Of course. Although, I have to admit, I really hope that the key visual is some sort of CE, because that key visual is amazing. So cool. She doesn't seem to have the same magical energy signature as the Lostbelt, so I'm inclined to think she's the real Brynhild from proper human history. I had a feeling that might be the case when I first saw that burning palace. After all, the palace surrounded by fire appears in our legend. Yeah, ex-Valkyrie, Sigurd's spouse. Yes, exactly. I'm also the one who killed him. That is why I am strong. Shield made a Mashkarelet soul. I'm prepared to devote my body and soul to your journey to restore proper human history. That I am here in this Lostbelt means that there is someone with whom I must do battle. The third goddess. I feel that may be something of an exaggeration. But even if it is, I am ready and willing to help you however I can, soul. Glad to have you, Bryn. Glad to have you. Oh, my name is swear I will be of use. Ah, the traveling outfit CEs. That's the ones for this one. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I am, of course, going to go with the lovely. Of course, I could choose no other. That's for her you should go for, Akabara? Maybe go for Nezha, perhaps? And hear me out here. Hear me out as to why. Also, just quick saying, Bunyan's looks very weird. Her head does not fit that body. But perhaps you should go Nezha, because Nezha would get along very well with Astolfo, I feel. After all, Nezha... Actually, no, it's not really good logic. Nezha's got a weird, complicated history. You could go Osaka Biheme for the fact that she helps Astolfo out. You could go for Lartoria for the sheer T&A. There's lots of choices. There's also lots of summon tickets. Yes! Give me the tickets I need, Scotty! Your eyes are the purple color of crystal. Gorgeous. You certainly are the eldest of the Valkyries. So those jaw-dropping looks of yours are also thanks to the old gods making you themselves, huh? You are not wrong there. Abby does have a cute one. Thanks, old rulers of Scandinavia. Thanks for leaving such a beauty in the world after you left. Now that I've come face to face with that beauty myself, I'm helpless to do anything but drink it in. I would love nothing more than to get to know you better, Brynhild. Foe. I'm sorry. You are the Emperor of France, yes? That is not what I meant when I said I would devote myself body and soul. I'm sorry. Ooh la la, you're beautiful when you're flustered too. Making beautiful women blush really is one of life's greatest pleasures for men, isn't it? No wait, that may have sounded really bad. What do you mind if I take that back, fair maiden? I was about to say, yeah. That's probably not the best thing to say there, Napoleon. Napoleon, I'm sorry to interrupt your attempts at flirting, but what about Ophelia? Didn't you already propose to her? Ouch, you've got me there, mademoiselle. You're right, my heart does belong to Ophelia. I may be a man of France, but I'm also a man of Corsica. I think that may be why my spirit origin has these strange quirks. What do you mean by that? Well, it seems once I materialize, I can't help but look for a lover. No, seriously. Still, it's just this one. It's not like I'm gonna go around hitting on everything that moves. And once I find my one true love, I can't help but profess love's virtues. It's a real burden, you know. Ooh, SQ for 50. Oh, right. So this is when we're getting that retroactive big SQ boost. I forgot about that coming along. The retroactive big Saint Quartz boost for the days logged in. There's also, in the future, going to be retroactive materials for completing singularities, I want to say. Because each singularity, or certain sections of the singularities, are in the future going to give guaranteed material drops. So that's in the future. And then there's going to be one for however many interludes and rank-up quests you do, you get a certain amount of QP. Or not QP, but SQ. I think. I'm not sure when that one is, though. 10 more for each one you missed. I know I just had one of my 50th anniversaries recently. I'm going to have to check to see how many I'm going to get, because that's going to be a nice little buff. Oh, I'm glad you understand, Plumper. Just one. That's right. Napoleon the Heroic Spirit only professes his love to one person per materialization. Okay, but what about what you were just saying to Brynhild? Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth there, Mashu. Whoa, hang on. I think you got the wrong idea. That wasn't a profession of love. I was just being chivalrous. Just because I've found my true love here doesn't mean I'm immune to other women's charms, but that's still not the same thing as professing true love. Look, I'm a passionate guy, and sometimes I just can't help myself. Whatever I used to be like, that seems to be at least the case now. Haha, easy there, doggo. I'm not actually a dog person, you know? Yeah, didn't you just say before? Oops. Oh, whoops. No, you got me all wrong. It's not that I dislike them. It just
pugs I have trouble with ever since my beloved wife Josephine just bit me out of nowhere.
Flirting, not marrying. That's a line that results in a great many of failed relationships. Also, is Napoleon here calling his ex-wife Josephine a pug face? Because, that's a little rude, Napoleon.
It took a real chunk out of me, too, so I never really got along well with dogs since then.
I didn't know your Imperial Majesty was married. I see. That's wonderful to hear. All the Statesman rerun. Yes, that is coming too, isn't it? The second coming of Bunyan! I think he called her a biatch. Pros! Yeah, he did. He said he had 2 lovers back when he was alive, and one of them was a real bitch. You're right. What's more, you say you have eyes for someone else named Ophelia right now. Fo! My, I see a woman named Ophelia. That won't do. No, that won't do at all. Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte, you have tried to deceive women, no people in general with love. That won't do at all.
Ooh la la, I can't believe it, I was only half serious. I never expected this bee to turn her purple crystalline gaze on me so seriously. Does this mean your answer is oi, that you accept the love I have to offer you? If so, it would be uncouth of me to refuse. Who cares if these 2 humans object?
Napoleon just tried to hug a pile of snow, and now he's face down in it. Illusions. Gotta love them. We got 30, and JP got 60? Hang on. I want to check that. Because it might be that we're getting them in bursts, perhaps. Hang on. Oi.
Oi.
We get the 60 as well? That's yes in French. Indeed. Oi. Hang on. So, July of 2018. So, let's see here. Campaign duration. 10 great campaigns. So, one of the campaigns was 10 days, giving 10 tickets at the end. They say oi like we. Yes. Oh! I kind of remember that. I very, very slightly remember that. Whoops. Alright, so Chaldean Broadcast retweet gave 60. Epic of Remnant. Login renewal bonus. Strengthening quest. Okay, I'm not gonna bother going through all that. I'll just trust you. Hey, Max, welcome. Imagine not knowing French. Hey, I took Spanish for 4 years in high school, and I'm not fluent in it in the slightest bit. But how be things, Max? How be things? Some sort of illusion. It does seem to be the case. It was Magecraft intended to interfere with the target's sight. As an archer, Napoleon should be resistant to that sort of Magecraft, yet it still worked. My Magecraft comes from my primordial runes, power from the Age of Gods bestowed on me by Odin himself. Primordial runes, that's the same kind of power Scotty wields. That spell just now is far from the rune's full power, which is a tiny fraction at most. Even so, not even a powerful heroic spirit could easily resist their effects. Now, why don't we have the Emperor cool down for a little bit? No doubt he was delirious from some terrible fever. I know that it must have been what they call spring fever. I'm afraid not. True romance is no mere fever. It does not stop until you burst into flame. Got me beat. 5 years of Spanish for nothing to show. I mean, I know how to say thank you and bathroom. Spanish. Ah, Kabara, don't diss Espanol. Besides, I really am sorry, but if a hero I'm restored to love comes to me, I may just end up killing him. I see. Then secret is here, as I suspected. Yes, that explains a great deal. Very well. Now I understand what it is I must do. When I first materialized in this Lostbelt, I wandered aimlessly without understanding why I was here. As I went around defeating the giants who attacked me, I was sealed away by my sisters, as well as a woman calling herself the Cryptor. From then on, I remained asleep in the palace protected by a battlefield modeled after those created by my father Odin until you woke me. Now at last I finally understand. So I must apologize to you in advance. Should I do battle with Sigurd, I hope you'll forgive me if I embarrass myself. When I see him, I'm quite certain I won't be able to restrain myself. I may even get so worked up that I can no longer speak. My spirit may grow larger too.
Bryn, you are a she, right? Because she's talking about getting so worked up when she sees her love that she's not going to be able to speak. That her spear will grow larger. Oh, Bryn. You're going to bed? Alright, Akbar, thanks for stopping by for the brief time. It was nice chatting with you. Have a good evening, and hope to see you next time. I'll do my best to resist my urges, but the possibility remains that I may end up going into a rage like a berserker. So, I'll be careful. Understood, Brynhild. It's great to have you on our side. Thank you. It's possible this Sigurd is not a servant for proper human history. He may not be the Sigurd I know, but someone else with absolutely no absolute knowledge of who I am. But if that's the case, I'm sure I don't know if I agree with that, Mademoiselle Valkyrie.
Her literal spear actually grows. Yeah, I've seen her, I did try and get her back in Nerofest days, and I have used her support a couple of times. You're on chapter 14. Jeez, it goes for that long, man. This is a long one.
Since what I said, he might not belong to this Lostbelt, and I'm unkind to agree.
Napoleon. Chapter 17! Good lord, I'm barely halfway through this. He's still got snow on his head.
This Lostbelt's been exactly the same ever since 1000 BC. It's a world basically designed by and for Scotty, a world where the entire human population has been locked down for nearly 3,000 years. No one here has any desires intense enough to create an evil dragon like Fafnir for Sigurd to slay. What's more, there's no economy to stimulate desire. Hell, there's not even a concept of a nation-state. So that tells us something. Something about Sigurd, besides whether he's from the Age of Gods or the AD era. At the very least, we know that in this Lostbelt, Sigurd would have never been born, and if he had, he would have never become a hero, as there could not have been an evil dragon for him to defeat.
You're nearing the end. The more you know. Yes, virtual high five.
There you have it.
This is a world without heroes.
Except for you and me. No need to get all mopey about it, pupper. Even if there aren't any heroes in this world, Brynhild and I are still here. Not to mention you two human friends. Along with you, doggo, and that isn't all. The Shadow Boar thing of yours is around somewhere too, right? A band of humans and heroic spirits all working together to restore humanity.
Yeah, we need to get in contact again. I agree, Senpai. Even if we can't rendezvous with them soon, we should at least update them on our situation.
It's been, what, 4 or 5 days since we first met? It's probably about time you brought your shield and armor in for a tune-up, mademoiselle. Since we met up with the third goddess and all, now seems like a good time to head back. You said they were located around southern Sweden, right?
That's right, the border's parked in southern Sweden, near Norrköping. I think we should be able to call them again if we return to the Lake Vänern area.
That's near Village 23. Alright then, for the moment, let's head back to southern Sweden. Hey, Valkyrie lady, how are you at skiing? Don't worry at all if you're just starting out. I'd be more than happy to take you by the hand, hold your waist, and show you how it's done.
You're rather amusing, Emperor Napoleon. But I can't, I mustn't, I'm sorry. Please understand it's extremely dangerous for a qualified hero to get too close to me.
Dangerous sounds thrilling. Don't worry, I'm perfectly delighted to risk my life for a beautiful woman.
Napoleon, does this mean for Ophelia you're also...
Of course!
At any rate, you're talking about skiing. No, I'm not very skilled at it, but worry not. I'm quite comfortable traversing snow. Oh, hello. Are you sure you want to ride on my shoulder? The wind will be rather strong.
I see you've got good taste in women, pupper. Haha. Alright then, let's get our new Grand Armée underway. New Grand Armée, moving out!
Right. Alright, I think I'm on section 10 right now. Yeah, I'm on section 10. Another no battle one. That's fine. I'm good with no battles. I'm good with that.
Okay, where are we right now?
The old Skywalker straight. On a map from proper human history, this would be part of the sea. Foe? Oh yes, Foe. This is the ocean. Or at least it would be on proper human history map.
But around here, it's nothing but frost, snow, and mountains as far as the eye can see. Just like most of this Lostbelt.
We've also passed lakes that are nothing more than snowfields now.
Guess that means there's seawater and lakes underneath all the snow. Seawater in this particular case.
It's uncharted territory for both me and Senpai. This place is relatively warm. There's much chiller up around Jotunheim.
Oh yeah, good point. Every bit of this Lostbelt is still covered with snow, but the area from also to Mount Götterdämmerung had lots of icy mountains as well. Now that you mention it, it was colder around there than here, but it still feels strange to call this area warm, though.
That's true. The word warm seems to have lost all meaning here.
Haha, well said. Alright, I've decided. While we're doing this, you might as well make a little pit stop.
Pit stop?
Something like that. Besides, I'd like to find out as much information as we can. But since it's getting close to sunset, why don't we take a break right around here?
What's here? Village 23, isn't it? It's Napoleon, the MP Man. Hey everyone, the MP Man's back. Who's that pretty lady with you? Is she your mate? Maybe she's an envoy. She's so beautiful. She's got armor and a spear.
No, she's not my mate. Then again, people in this Lostbelt don't have the concept of love or marriage, so I guess I understand the confusion.
That's a little rough. No love or marriage, just mates.
Hey, kid, leave her alone. Can't you see you're bothering her?
Oh no, I don't mind. I quite like children. It's lovely to meet you, little ones. Would you like to play with me? Yay!
You sure?
Of course, it's no trouble at all. Besides, don't you need to speak with the adults?
Yeah, that I do. You're a real considerate lady, aren't you?
Had to deal with a big nuisance? Big nuisance? Oh my. Was it a giant? This place is... It isn't. Napoleon said this was Village 67. But while the details are a bit different, the basic structure is exactly the same. I'd say they're about 80% similar. I wonder if that was intentional. All that aside, they've been so welcoming to us. And just look how happy these children are. Hey, are you guys Mr. Napoleon's friends? Yes, I suppose you could say that. Then here, this is for you. Mr. Napoleon always plays with us when he visits, so we want to thank his friends, too. Thank you. Those flowers are very pretty. We all grow them together. Sorry, they're not the special kind we save for the ordained day. Please don't be. I'm very happy to have them. Foo! Foo! Well, what are you? Want to play tag? Yeah, this is still hard. Especially since they're kids! Senpai.
Whoa, why the long faces, you two? This is your first time here meeting these people. Turn those frowns upside down. Traveling's meant to be fun.
Napoleon, could you please stop smacking Senpai on the back so hard?
Oh, sorry. Didn't think it was that hard. Anyway, I asked around a bit, and it seems like it's business as usual here. Nobody's seen any envoys flying around on patrol or heard anything about giants acting up.
Shaking a bit, that HP was no joke. Okay, now I feel like you two are just teasing me. Trying to hype me up or something.
Looks like we're safe for the moment.
In that case, we should be able to get a very good night's sleep.
Yup, only thing is... there's a bounded field here.
Bounded field?
Looks like a new one's been put up around the village's gates and surrounding walls. Brynhild's the one who noticed it. Can't fool a primordial room user.
apologies for my presumptuousness. As I detect the boundary field beside the one Scotty put up to protect the humans from giants in the cold. It's a powerful field designed to defend against outside enemies, like the Great Shield or Impenetrable Fortress. I can't make out the exact spell type, but I do know it's magecraft at a level fitting of the Age of Gods. If nothing else, I can tell you it's not based in runes, which would mean we didn't make it.
Ooh. Dead serious? Ooh. Somebody strengthened it then.
Yes, who could have done that? The only person who sided with the Lostbelt and the use of non-rune magic is Ophelia. But that can't be right. Her specialty is summoning spells, not bound in fields. Canis didn't seem to possess a spirit origin that was particularly skilled at magecraft either. But then if neither of them did it, they could have possibly... Foe!
Oh, I'm ready for the hype.
Oh, welcome back, Foe.
Oh well, mulling over it's not going to get us anywhere. Let's just take it easy for the rest of the day, then pick things back up tomorrow. Aha, there you are.
Foe! Director.
I knew I could do it if I tried. That didn't take long at all. Shadowboarder here, I trust you can hear me. Director! Don't be so surprised, it's a miraculous coincidence. I have no earthly idea how we managed to get reconnected. In this case, my abundant charm played no part whatsoever. Oh, and incidentally, it seems we will only stay connected for a few seconds more, at best.
Chapter 14 is the hype marker. Oh man,
the hype! Whoa, who's the pudgy guy? Is he that Gordolf you were talking to me about?
I can't tell if I should be wary of him or not.
Come on, old man, step on it. Just tell them what we found out. Hurry!
Alright, this is no time for formalities, so we have an emergency on our hands. The old Lake Vineyard, a group of giants is headed toward a village where Gerda lives, even as we speak. There's no way a bunch of children and young adults can fight them off. If the giants force their way inside, they'll kill the whole lot.
No.
Village 23, huh?
Master.
Foo-foo!
One of our Mystic Co-drones only just picked it up. I don't know where you are right now, but you need to get there double time and rescue them. That village may be useless as a source of new information now, but it could still easily serve as a base for our allies. You must protect it at all costs.
Gotta go fast!
Agreed, I cannot stand idly by as giants massacre children. That's not how proper heroes should fight.
Come on, the odds are against us making it there in time, but our Grand Armée is nothing if not fast. Private Soul is right. We move at top speed right now.
Napoleon, I think we need to fly. Air, Napoleon. Ready your cannon, Napoleon. I've flown Air Stella. I'm ready for Air Napoleon. Zerkers and Assassins. Ooh, we get Bryn. I never get really the chance to use Bryn, so I'm gonna bring Bryn rather than use Melcher Napoleon. Air Napoleon. He could do it too, I feel.
Wait till 23, Senpai.
Are they already inside? Oh no.
I'm afraid that's a different possibility. The outer wall and gate all appear to be intact, but we can't see what's happening around the fields. I don't like that we had to climb over the gate without permission, but this is an emergency.
Foo-foo!
I'm a little worn out after all that high-speed cross-country skiing, but I'll worry about that later. Still, I don't sense any giants around here.
Let us hurry. We should stop by going to the village center.
Right. This is it. The center of the village.
I don't see any people out and about. Maybe they're holed up inside just to stay safe. Or maybe we're already too late. But if we are...
Yeah, plenty of them still have their lights on, Mash. Calm down.
That's true. What's going on? Who's there? I thought I heard voices. You shouldn't be out this late. Maybe I'm not really in a position to say anything after I went outside the village, but... Gerda. That voice! Lady Mash, Lord Soul, and that man from the Ordained Day. This is amazing. And you have another envoy with you today, too? Wait, if you're here, that means you've stopped fighting with the other envoys. Oh, what a relief. I was so worried about you after that big fight you had. Hey, how did you get through the gate? It's so big and heavy that it takes several grown-ups to open it. Oh, but we shouldn't be talking out here. We don't want to disturb anyone. Won't you come inside? I have some soup I can heat up if you'd like. I bet you're really cold after being out here all night. Oh, well.
Yeah, are we sure this place is getting attacked?
Hang on, this magical energy is calm and gentle. It definitely doesn't belong to a rampaging giant.
Oh. No one is hurt, that's all that matters. But I do have to wonder, why did that person from Chaldea tell us giants were attacking? Guardian, you mind if I ask you a question? I'm not sure I'll be able to answer it well, since I don't know very many things, but sure. Did anything unusual happen in the village today, particularly from sunset until about now? Oh yes, that I do know about. Right before the sunset, a stranger came up to the gate from outside. The grown-ups offered a shelter for the cold, but the stranger just said, "No need for that, I'm not cold." But their clothes were all ragged, and their face was hidden, so we were worried. We knew I'd have them inside again, but they just clicked their tongue and said, "I'm from Chaldea, don't worry about me."
Oh, another mysterious from Chaldea. But it's not Musashi. Because Musashi said the "I'm from Chaldea" line back in the first Lostbelt, but she doesn't wear robes. And as far as I'm aware, she's not a mage.
After that, the stranger said blessing for everyone in the village, and they just left. Senpai, did you hear that?
Strengthened the field without showing their face.
Yes, I believe there was someone else who claimed to be from Chaldea in Russia as well. Oh, and Laura said she thought she heard really loud footsteps. We usually never hear loud footsteps except on the ordained day, so she wasn't sure if they belonged to giants or not. But she did say she thought she could hear them shortly before the stranger showed up.
I think I know what's going on.
You think it's Gramps? That would be something. But, I mean... Here's the thing, though. King Hassan follows a very strict code. I don't know how he would react to this Lostbelt. I mean, he's the Hassan who kills the other Hassans. Yeah, the Lostbelts were never supposed to live after all. So, I don't know if he would just let these people go off without, dying. To me, it feels like if it were King Hassan, he would have let the giants come in and then killed the giants. Or he would have just killed everyone here. I don't know. I don't think it's King Hassan. I don't know who it could be. Robes. Tattered robes. I mean, maybe theoretically it could be Merlin. Because after all, Merlin does exist outside of proper human history. He exists in Avalon on the reverse side of the world. He's not able to leave Avalon personally, but he can project illusions of himself through time and space. So, maybe it's Merlin? And he could be Raga because Merlin is an incubus. He feeds on humans' dreams. So if there's no humans around, maybe he's started to regress? Or at least grow weaker, perhaps? I don't know. Merlin's my guess, though.
I think I know what's going on. Those giants were on their way to Village 23, but this stranger must have driven them off.
What if it's Romani / Tree Solomon? It can't be, though. Romani... He returned the rings to heaven, and he returned himself to heaven as well, completely removing himself from the throne of heroes. So, I mean, I don't think it's him, unfortunately, as awesome as that would be. Plus, if it was Romani, he wouldn't stay hidden. He would know how much his death tore up us, and he would have revealed himself. You know?
Which means we hurried all this way for nothing. I mean, it's great that no one was hurt, but...
Foo!
You're not wrong, it would be pretty cool, but I don't know. It'd be kind of a... What's the word here? Hang on, I need a drink. Thanks for the delicious soup, Gerda. It really warmed me up. Welcome back, Ouroboros. I unfortunately don't think Romani is ever going to come back. Just because if they were to somehow bring Romani back, that would defeat the whole purpose of his sacrifice in the Solomon chapter. You know? He went out on his own terms. He left with free will, something he never had in his living life. I think that to bring him back, to force him back, or just resurrect him, would undercut his sacrifice far too much. As much as it pains me to say it, I think Romani is gone forever. Arthur, that is a good possibility. Proto-Arthur is from another reality. Hey, it could also be Proto-Merlin. It could be Proto-Merlin, who is Ara Ara. Really warmed me up. Thank you, Gerda. I'm so glad you liked it. It's Village 23's traditional fish soup recipe. Okay, I'm going to clean up. Please stay here and relax, Lady Mash. You too, Foe. Foe! Please, don't worry about us, Gerda. Let me help you clean up. No, Lady Mash. You and Lord Soul should relax. That's what guests are supposed to do. I remember hearing that in one of our legends. You know, it's amazing. I never thought I would actually get to entertain guests of my own someday. Please enjoy your stay. There's still hope. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, it really was.
Oh good, you're both done eating. Perfect. This place might not be in danger of running out of food, but they're not exactly enjoying a surplus.
The game seems to be experimenting with alter egos. Goetia was only killed. See, I don't think we're gonna get Goetia as a servant either. Because he's a beast, you know? And to be completely honest, if they do add a beast class servant to the game, you know the first one is gonna be Tiamama. Because everybody wants Tiamat. Or at least most people would like Tiamat, you know? And I mean, I know technically 2 beasts have already been added to the game with Kiara and Kama. So, I don't know, maybe. I just don't really see Goetia as wanting to maintain human existence. I mean, in a way, I suppose, but that's a whole debate, I guess, realistically enough.
Having them share what little they have with heroic spirits like us who don't need to eat, well, I can't but feel really bad about that.
Don't worry, Napoleon. I explained that you and Brynhild already eaten earlier. So, right. There's indeed a new battlefield around the outer walls of the gate. It's the same as the one around the village 67. It's a powerful battlefield, but isn't made from rooms. But there's one thing that's slightly different.
It looks like the original battlefield, but a small tear in it, probably from our fight with the envoys. I'm guessing that's what drew the giants here. So basically, someone else cleaned up the mess I made. Not only that, but they did a brilliant job repairing the tear. Not so much as an ant could get in now.
Well, there really aren't not any ants outside the village anyways.
I was just about to say that.
Ha! Good point. How about you two? Any luck reaching the border?
I'm afraid not. I've tried several times, but I couldn't get through. Last time the connection was shaky, but we managed. However, now it seems impossible. Maybe it's the new bounded field.
That's possible. Definitely possible.
Goetia narrated. He did narrate the trailer. He would watch over our futile battle. I mean, he did have clairvoyance. Maybe out of curiosity, he peeked into a world where he didn't interfere, perhaps. You know, because I mean, realistically speaking, if Goetia truly wanted to prevent the Lostbelt from happening, he would have made sure the cryptors were all gone, not temporarily out of order or whatever.
You all hear that?
Gerda, we're stepping out for a little bit. We'll be right back. Okay. Constance, there appear to be various seven giants wandering around near the village. Perhaps they still think there's a hole in the abandoned field, and do not know it was reinforced.
You're more inclined to Arthur now? They were gone on the alien god Really? I thought... I might be misremembering things, but I thought that the only one that actually died during that initial explosion was Olga, and all the other master and master candidates were just put in a sort of cryo state. And welcome, Destructive. Welcome, welcome.
They keep going around in the same locations in circles.
Whoa!
It's possible they may give up if we leave them, but they may not.
Guess whoever fixed up the abandoned field missed a few. Fine by me, we'll just need to clean up the cleanup.
Yeah, we don't want the villagers to worry here.
Right on. Let's try to keep it quiet so we don't disturb their beauty sleep.
Understood.
Oops, I was just kidding, okay?
Yes, I'm aware.
Man, you're beautiful.
Please stop.
Your cool demeanor makes it even better. Alright, my new Grand Armée, onward to battle.
You're going after the true culprit of the foreign god. Okay, that's fair. I mean, see, here's the thing with Goetia's plan. I mean, given what we know about Fate universe lore, say Goetia somehow managed to fire the pylons off and travel back to the beginning to create a new humanity, with him overseeing it, and with Mash and the Protag as the new Eve and Adam, respectively. The thing is, in that situation, I still think he would fail in the long run, because we know that Velber is a canonical thing in the Fate franchise. We know that Velber would come along, and I don't think Goetia would have had the power to beat Velber. And even if he did somehow beat Velber, there's still the fact that, I mean, he's only influencing the history of Earth. Eventually, the alien god, the foreign god, would return. Sure, he would have countless millennia to shore up his strength and maybe stop them, but the fact of the matter remains that he would still come back. And who knows? I don't know. Knowing what we know about the Fate lore, Goetia's plan just doesn't seem that viable in the long run. Not to mention the fact that, you know, he completely incinerates millions upon billions of people, you know. Probably around trillions, actually. And Jotun and Burgasai. I really do want to use Bryn's NP here before it's done. Makes sense in the optics of countering the foreign god, because the counterforce is supposed to be the soul of the planet. He would become the new soul. Okay. Okay, I can see the logic behind that. He theoretically could have been powered up enough. Okay. I can see some of his... I can see where he was going, you know? But, I don't know. The alien god and Goetia... Oh, Bryn! That hurts the Bryn. That hurts the Bryn. The alien god and Goetia are both beasts. Both their plans are effectively equal. How can the alien god be a beast, though? The beasts are beasts of humanity. They're a representation of humanity's... It's not their sins. It's more the desires of humanity taken to extremes, I want to say, is the proper definition for them. I can't remember the exact. Believe me, the answer justifies means yeah. Like I said it way back in Solomon. I might have mentioned it sparingly since, but And, again, I must preface the fact that I was a fairly edgy teen. Yeah, the evils of humanity. I was a fairly edgy teen in a fair few definitions of the word. But, one of my overall goals was to somehow travel back in time to before Eden to make sure that humanity did not fall to sin and guide them along a more proper path. I'm not lying when I say I very much sympathize with Goetia to a degree. Very, very much so. Enough so that when I actually read about Goetia's goals, I was kind of, you know, a little disturbed at that. Because that's very similar, you know? But kind of spoiler to mention the foreign god is a beast. Again, I don't know. I don't believe that the foreign god is a beast. I mean, they're an evil of the evils of humanity are the beasts, you know? I don't know. Unless that's actually confirmed in game, in which case, just say it's not been confirmed in game, so that whenever it is confirmed in game, I can be, oh, you guys were right all that time ago, you tricksters, you. So yeah, if it is truth, then don't acknowledge it as being truth. If it is a lie, then I don't know. Made it back inside the village without incident. I know I brought this up earlier too, but it just doesn't feel right jumping over the gate. It's a symbol of peace and protection for everyone in this village, after all. Be nice if there wasn't death, hardship, vanity, frustration, just and hatred to begin with. It's a lie. Confirmed it's a lie. Okay. Sin and plagues. That would be very nice, if it would. Tilde. How do you say that? Like, how do you vocalize that?
We servants are strong enough that we could bust right through it, bolt and all, but if we pushed hard enough, but that would be, no doubt, be a lot worse. Besides, you know, it would be weird for us to just come up and knock in the middle of the night after we picked a fight with the envoys. So if those are our choices, I don't have a problem sneaking in.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I had some pretty decent delusions of grandeur, or of hopeful future grandeur. Yeah. I had some weird teenage years. Like, personally / mentally, you know?
I'm sorry, I've been a bit cavalier about that sort of thing since my Grand Army days.
That's quite enough, Napoleon.
Oh, right. Sorry.
There you are. We were out for so long, I started to worry. Are you alright? Are you cold?
Sorry to worry you, everything's fine. We just went for a bit of a walk is all.
Walk? Fo! Stop it, Fo. You're tickling me. Okay, settle down. I have to talk to Lady Mash. See, I finally realized something. Fo? Lady Mash? Between you and Mr. Napoleon and the person who showed up outside the gate, I think I understand now. There are other people out there besides the envoys, which means you and Lord Sol aren't really envoys after all, are you? I'm sorry, I've been wrong this whole time. But even if you aren't envoys, I still think you're great, Lady Mash. Things were so crazy during the ordained day that I never got to say that before. So I'm really glad you came back, and I got a chance to tell you.
Killed myself to rub something better. I still do sometimes, but that gives me pleasure, satisfaction. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I feel like we all have those kinds of feelings sometimes, you know? Sometimes.
And I feel so much better now. Thank you for coming to see me again, Lady Mash.
You're welcome. Oh, Mash is torn up because she knows that Gert is gonna die. Not even die, it's a fate worse than death. She's gonna be erased from existence. Although, maybe, just maybe, there's an ulterior motive to whoever this mysterious person from Chaldea is. Yeah, maybe they're actually applying extra bounded fields so that when history is rewritten, all the people in the Lostbelt don't actually go away. Yeah, that's totally what's going on, totally. Or they're gonna get shunted to some pocket dimension so that, you know, they can come back. That's totally what's gonna happen.